Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Buggos 2, I guess it's like kind of RTS auto battler, where you are effectively a hive of alien bugs, and your goal is to devour humanity. It's a Tyranid simulator, and I played the demo for this a while ago, absolutely loved it. It came out, I missed that, but it was available as part of the Steam sale, and I figured I'd give it another shot. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to play more, and so here we are. I'm just going to continue where I left off, because why not? Let's see, and let's work our way up. Let's do planetary core mineral extractor. These fools will destroy the planet for their lust for shiny rocks. So we're gonna eat them, and since I'm covering the UI, I'm gonna hide. Alright, so my entire goal here is to expand. Let's build a couple of hives. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't need this many. I can only fit so many. Oh. I don't actually know how to control how much. Oh, I see. I think nutrient pustules control how many I can build. We should probably also build a couple warrior dens so I have something to work with. So you might notice my builders are just kind of charging these guys. I have a series of upgrades from the campaign has kind of a nice meta progression where my builders will actively seek out ground that has not been gooed, and they will try and goo it. Much to their detriment, I suppose. Can I do anything with these? Doubles the number of units spawned from a spawner. Okay, but it probably has to be touching it. Is there a way to, like, delete? Okay, I can delete these. We're just going to grab a pair of those. This one doubles the health. I think I can only get this one. So, yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Holy shit, the warriors are just ripping through them. To be fair, my warriors have 11 armor, and these guys do 10 damage. These guys cannot actually harm my warriors. I think the flamers can, but the basic soldiers are incapable of harming my big dudes. Flame turret, no. The fire damage over time must be harming. No. Yeah, these guys just walk through fire. Okay, something here does damage. Probably those guys. Alright, I'm just gonna pile them out. I got plenty of warriors. Unfortunately, we've gotten to the point where we're not actually generating builders anymore because we have too many warriors. That's fine. I guess I could just build a bunch of nutrient pustules. Okay, maybe not this one. Because I believe nutrient pustules are how I raise my unit cap. Get rid of these. Or actually, we just win without paying attention. Hey, it's fine. Good on my warrior units. So that gets me an upgrade that I can spend on the meta progression here. And I can get any number of things. So nutrient pustules now unleash a explosion. I mean, some of these are kind of nice. More pus from the nutrient pustules. Not a bad idea, actually. Cheaper pus spreading pustules. Chance to spread. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Builders now goo on death. Yeah. That was actually quite good. I don't know how many greens I'm going to get here. What I'm looking for is bug armor if I can find it. Support turret building health. There's like the Titan up here. Buggo's armor bonus. Health of all buildings. Spitter cave. Range swarming buggo that moves quickly. I guess I'm just going to start moving up this way. Getting shell hardening would be nice. I think we might just go for like extremely tanky warriors that can just eat stuff. Okay, commando training and recruitment complex. Alright, looks like there's a bunch of them. Seems like we have kind of a nice back line there. So this doubles the amount spawned. Get one of those. Well, they weren't kidding by the amount. Okay, I'm just going to start sending these guys here. Yeah, that doubles the amount of health. I don't know if health matters as much. Okay. So let's just get a couple of these. And then go absolute hog wild. Actually, no. Let's go this way. Have this guy go here. Unfortunately, they're not the most... Okay, there we go. They're not the brightest fellows. Okay, send them in here, because I do need them to die. This might actually be a serious problem. I think I'm actually going to lose. Let's see. Wait, we might have gotten lucky. Yeah, so the problem is my warriors have this tendency of overwhelming. Okay, let's go there. We've at least done a decent amount of damage. At some point, I'd like to get some good defensive structures. But I think I'm mostly just going to have to spread these for the moment. We're going to need... more of this junk. Okay. Those. Move these guys back. Yeah, I have no defensive structures, so we're kind of at the mercy of this game just giving me what I need. Okay, here. Now I've got two separate ones. We're just going to split these guys up. Because these are the ones with twice as much health. Yeah, that should be good enough. And we're just going to spread these around. Put them there. So it looks like the hives have a limited amount of space they can reach. Oh no, okay. So it looks like my units can actually just walk over the nutrient pustules. I was afraid that there would be collision damage. There is, or not collision damage, collision issues. There are not. So we can just go egg wild here. Go nuts, buddy. Okay, send them off. What are these guys doing? These guys are never going anywhere, so we want to just kind of hit this group. If we can. Their hive here. And more nutrient pustules. We might actually want to get the thing that makes the nutrient pustules spread on their own. Uh-oh. Okay, well, these guys are doing a ton of damage. Okay, at this point we're unified. They're only attacking me from two different angles, so I have nothing to fear. And yeah, I'll have to see if there's anything I can do to guarantee, like, the proportion of my units. Unfortunately, we have an insane... Oh, God. They may or may not have a giant army that I'm going to struggle to punch through. It's hard to tell. There's just a lot going on here. On the plus side, I've got the production speed for this kind of thing. Okay, do we want to get a pair of warrior mounts? I think I'm just going to go for sheer quantity rather than anything else. There's so many of them, though. Okay, let's just get a bunch of these. Because, yeah, the more nutrient pustules I get, the more units I can spawn. Okay, there we go. So, unfortunately, I have these guys set up. Let's see. Yeah, I have all my builders set up to spread goo, and I guess they're prioritizing that instead of actually building things. Which is a little bit of a downer, because that means I'm just sacrificing insane amounts of builders into the void. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of a couple of these. I'm just going to get more nutrient clusters. Kill this guy if I can. Okay, he's dead. Send them up in here. Because, yeah, I've got a huge army. I guess they're killing this guy. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of the thing that makes them seek out areas that haven't been gooed. I don't think that's as practical as I'd like it to be. Okay. Because, yeah, right now, a lot of my builders are not, in fact, seeking out buildings to build. Because they're too busy trying to die. Which is very funny, the idea of building, like, a alien suicide cult to spread goo. But hey. Okay, send them all in. At this point, I think we're golden. We can just send them, because I don't think they're touching me. Yeah, so despite everything, they are actually capable of doing damage. Oh, it's because these guys do 15. Maybe that's why. Well, that was an expensive win. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of things, because I might be able to move stuff. Auto-gooing. I'm going to get rid of that one. I do like auto-building. That's helpful. %5 chance to spread every 2.5 seconds. Let's grab that one. I still have one left, so let's go for building, yeah. Alright. And then we've got this one. Pink Crystal, Extreme Threat. So let's see how this goes. So let's get a second hive. And then 2 warrior mounts. Because I think we're going to need the warrior mounts, because they're going to find me quickly, and that's going to be a serious issue. Okay, have that one go there. This one go here. Okay, start spreading a bunch of nutrient pustules. Yeah, the auto build is practical. Because the builders will kind of spread goo anyway. What does this one do? Doubles the damage of units from this spawner. Ooh. Okay, and then we want to just pustule this entire thing. Yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be a bunch of these guys. They're ripping through me really quickly. Yeah, it's the commandos. We do a lot of damage to them, at least. Oh, hey. That army actually managed to do a decent chunk of damage. Yeah, taking that out quickly was actually kind of genius. Okay, I'm gonna try and set that up. Ooh. So here's the problem. I have too many builders and not enough warriors. Okay, let's just turn that off. I'm just going to send them out. You go here, you go here. At least these guys are taking damage from being on the pustules. Okay. At least the super spawners are right here. Turn this one off? No. Send them there. Yeah, so I think my answer is I just need to actually send an amount of my builders out to die. Okay. They just have a lot of them. Which is a serious problem. I'll have to see if there's any kind of, like, hunter-killer protocol I can give these guys. Hello? Yeah, they don't want to build this one. Okay, no, we got it. Okay, send them over there. Well, we've got at least got these guys, which is both a blessing and a curse. Oh, damn it. Okay, build those. It's really difficult getting these guys to go the right direction. We might want to look into getting some ranged units at some point. Okay. I'm just gonna get a bunch of pustules while we're here. Okay. Yeah, if I can get these to line up. We've got plenty of builders. This area's looking actually pretty good. Yeah, having a greater variety of units is probably going to save me a lot of trouble. Okay. Go here. Those guys are good, so we no longer need that. Yeah, take out this base. Okay, should probably actually tell them to go in. That base is toast. Let's take these guys down. Send them this way. Alright, so far so good. They do also have the swarmer dens. Like, I've got a lot of options here. We're just gonna egg the heck out of things. For my little builders to have something to do with themselves. They'll seek them out. Alright, how are things going? Alright, this area is almost clear. That's probably why they were ripping me a new one. I wonder if the enemies down south were actually getting abilities as well. So yeah, some kind of siege or range unit that can make use of the fact that I've got just a gazillion warriors. Largely acting as like a living battering ram. The thing is, like, they are so hard to kill, and if I can get my warriors just like 2 more, 3 more armor, if I can get them 5 more armor, they're unstoppable. At least for the regular guys. Alright, next planet. So we now have another green. Extra damage based on the percentage of unused capacity. I am incapable of doing that. Extra damage. Shred armor down. More attacks per second. Defender Burrow. Long range, slow moving tank of a bug. A little far out though. And I really want shell hardening. Yeah, I'm just going to commit to the warriors for now. Okay, extreme threat, painful experience. A lot of these are painful. Tank factory. See how this goes. Oh, I'm right here. Uh-oh. Okay, send them after. At least we've got a bunch of stuff. Even if they manage to take out my original hive. Okay, and then I'm going to need just a ludicrous amount of eggs to manage all of this. Okay, send these guys down. Send these guys down. Because, yeah, enemies cannot pass through this direction, and so we don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to control the horde this way. Okay. Send the tank, because that's gonna... Or take the tank out, because the tank's gonna hurt. How much damage does the tank do? 30. Okay, so I can't fully armor my way out of that. Okay, just head down here. We're just gonna win through sheer beef, I think. That is a lot of them. Okay, so serious problem, we have a lot of builders that have just been clustering with nothing to build. I guess I should just set a bunch of these to build too. There we go. They need to die is the issue. Because if I have too many builders, then we, if we have too many builders, we can't spawn warriors, and that's obviously an issue. Let's set that there. We're just going to overwhelm them with sheer raw numbers. And, I mean, the fact that these guys should have, like, 14 armor now, yeah? I can select one of them. They die instantly. Damn. Okay, we're doing okay. And yeah, maybe I should go for the variety that has twice as much health. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Okay, let's send them in, because I think I've been having them congregate there. This is just... Yeah, having that extra artillery might be a good idea. It's really, actually, looking at this now, if there's no tanks present, these guys go down pretty fast. Or they don't go down at all. If there are tanks present, they get shredded. Okay. Send them in. So I should have a decent chunk. Yeah, I don't have to be the most accurate with all of these, because they will spread slowly on their own. Okay. And this is just 3 spawners, but they are the speed spawners. We do benefit from that. Okay, send them all in. I think this is... Oh yeah, we're good. Man, just watching this happen from like a bird's eye view must be awful. Makes me want to play StarCraft again at some point, but I don't want to deal with I don't want to play a Microsoft game, even if it's Blizzard. Even if I own the StarCraft games, and it just feels in Golden Swarmers. Swarmers faster, some options there. Okay, more Buggo armor. Well, we are working into the Titan. There's also the Devourer. What the hell is a Devourer? I have no idea. Let's make it a Devourer or a Titan or both. Okay, 7 out of 10. Smartest of the dumb humans work here. Unimpressive science facility. Not for long. Alright, so I will say this does look a little stinky. Actually, hold up. We should just have those two. And maybe that one? I don't think any more hives. We just need a ton of egg. Okay. What am I doing? Let's go this direction. Yeah, because they do have guys coming after me. I have a lot of guys. Okay. I'm gonna send my spare builders just out. Give them something to build, but we don't want them choking my entire defensive setup. Well, they managed to clear that area out quick. I think we're just at cap in a somewhat bad way. All on the plus side. I'm just gonna spread a bunch of these around. Let it go. Okay, let's... This is actually looking a little spicy. No, I should send these out. We'll have plenty, right? Oh, it's because these aren't dying. Let's just give them something to die over. We have enough bushels out there. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we were just having way too many, we were just having way too many builders kind of ending up in here and not having any place to go. And then this is actually kind of a pain. And a problem. On the plus side, the other direction is looking great. Yeah, we're doing fine. We took some losses, but once we manage to take out all the tanks, there's not much to fear. Oh, some of these enemies have armor piercing. The electricity does. Let's take them up here. There we go. Take that base out. Take all these things. Okay. And now I can take all of my all my buggos and stick them in the correct direction. I suppose I can get some more nutrient pustules. Like, once again, we don't need to be hyper thorough with this. Just need to spread a goodly amount. This is my only builder nest? It is. Oh, that's fun. They don't really care about the scientists. They just kind of hang out and die. I guess they punch. I suppose they do damage. How much damage do you do, sir? 3. That's not really... That's not really much of anything. These poor guys. Just like, huh, what's going on? Oh, God. Well, ain't much left. Humorously, I think they're the last survivors. Guess there's also this guy. Yeah, destroy every human building. Oops. Oh, well. Yeah, I should have been thorough about that earlier, but it's really not a huge issue. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. Did lose 7,000 bugs in the process. You know, weirdly, doesn't really bug me too much. I secure it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Hold up. Back to the overworld. Yeah, let's spawn the Titan. Okay, now we go to the high security military prison. Titan hatchery. It's huge? Huge in a way that might not actually be practical. What does this do? Attack range or explosive range? Oh, well that doesn't help me much. Okay, let's just get a bunch of nutrient pustules back here. Because if we want to break the laser generator, they're going to be locking me in here. What I want to do is I want to put the Titan next to this thing. The spawn speed would be nice. I think having Titans with just double HP would be really cool. Do the same thing up here. Okay. Unfortunately, I guess I maybe should get another hive. I only have so many builders. I think mostly if I can just clear out this area. That'll make my life a lot easier. Oh, looks like they're building the Titan hatchery. It's taking a bit. Okay, so far so good. Get up here. Because yeah, we can kind of just skirt by this. As long as none of my guys go there. Okay, there's the Titan. Oh, it's these guys. Enormous hulking Buggo that's plated in metal. Attacks per second. They don't attack much. They're big and they are slow. Okay, let's just send these guys up here. We want them to spread. I'm just gonna send my Titan straight through the wall. What are they gonna do to me? Well, actually die. These things aren't that strong. They're tanky. My problem is what I really need, rather than frontliners, is I kind of need something with ranged AoE. But that's okay. Okay, delete these two. Nope. Another warrior mount? I guess I'm gonna have this guy go this direction since the tanks are a serious problem. The problem is, yeah, the Titans are not as impressive as I thought they would be. They kind of, I mean, they're tanky, but they just melt. Okay. Builders are still going. They're not making a whole lot of progress, which is good. But neither am I. Yeah, the problem is there's just enough tanks here that they just melt through my forces. And I can do nothing about it. Let's just overwhelm them with a bunch of little biters. Kind of distract them so I can make some headway. I actually think this is a mistake. I think they cost too much for the benefits they provide. And I'm getting overwhelmed without ranged attacks. Because yeah, they're able to shell down my warriors before I can actually do anything. Alright, go back to the overworld. Yeah, we let them hit critical mass and I was not able to do anything. So let's go up here. Titan, not that interesting. Devourer? Devourer. Let's hope they have a ranged attack. Yeah, just get some of those going, because we want them to spread. And see what Devourer do. Large worms. Okay. Enormous worm. Shooting high-powered lasers from its maw. A decent amount of armor. They're much shorter range than I thought they would be. Okay, go for the warrior. Okay, get a number of these. I guess we gotta take this out. Yeah, I don't actually think the Devourers are very good either. At least not yet. I'm sure there's some really good upgrades for them. But I don't think this is doing as well as I was hoping it would. Let's actually back this all up. Let's see. A spitter cave. think what I do is get the defender. Okay. Oh, defenders are on goo. They get bonus armor. Range of the defenders. Health, ranged attack, distance. Yeah, let's go for that. Because I think our big issue is just there's a lot of things that I need a good ranged attack for dealing with. Okay, defender burrow. Because we don't need them to be healthy. Okay, hopefully this will get me extra. Let's get that last defender built. Okay, still not hugely ranged. Okay, but at least we have a ton of these guys. And how much damage do they do? 8. That actually might be an issue against tanks. How much armor does that have? 15. At least we can take care of the turrets and some other things, but we might pop those walls. Which I think is going to be an issue. Okay, start sending them up. Okay, nope. I don't think we need the swarmers. And do we build a hive? I'll build a second hive just to give me some extra generation. Yeah, the problem is a lot of my guys just end up dying kind of on the pyre on the way up. But at least I do damage to these guys now. Okay, I'm just gonna have these guys here. I'm hoping to punch my way into this. Fortunately, a lot of them are very distracted. I'm going to send the spitters up here. It looks like the spitters are kind of a solution for dealing with these groups. Okay, yeah, when an enemy hits critical mass, then I have things to worry about. Got some workers going that direction. Going here. I guess we should just repurpose a lot of these, because this is one hell of a tank spam. And I need to break it, otherwise we lose. And we might want to look into like a good AoE if we can get one. I was assuming these guys, the defenders, would have them. Okay, it looks like we're doing enough. We just have to punch through, because they only have so many tanks. I say, with a ton of trepidation. Okay, screw it. Other direction. I'm gonna send my builders out. Oh, that's our issue. These builders have just been hanging out here. I can't build if all of my dudes are off. I'm gonna just turn off spawning on that one. Okay. All hands on deck. Actually, these need to go here before they get destroyed. Looks like the tanks are somewhat distracted. Okay. I'm going to see if I can do a pincer attack. It's unlikely, but you never know. Yeah, because that's just so many tanks. Well, we've distracted them a little bit. There's a possibility. Okay, turn that one back on. Not that we strictly need it. It's mostly just a... Did these guys just not die? It could be one of those where my warriors just don't do enough damage. Holy shit, this is brutal. Yeah, I think part of it is my defenders cluster up. And yeah, they... All it takes is like one hit from a tank to just wipe all of them out. This is like the most tense tug of war ever. Okay. I'm gonna send these guys up here because we don't need them that bad. If I can even just get a handful. 2 more warrior mounds. And then a handful of nutrient pustules. What's over here? I might just build a bunch of defender burrows. Yeah, defenders with like double or even quadruple damage would do the trick. Attack range or explosive range of units. Well, we're punching them. And yeah, I'm staying above capacity, which is good. This is why I was really hoping to like boost my warriors a bunch. And why I'm a little bewildered by the fact that this is not working as well as I would have liked it to. I can just pick these up and move them around. All right, well, one way or another. I will break this siege eventually. Okay, unless these kill me. Because I no longer need builders up here, so we need to send them off to die. Otherwise, they're going to just cause issues. Holy shit. This is like the most Astra Militarum fight. Where the Tyranids are endless, but so are the freaking dudes. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to grab these two. This is an eternal end war, and there's pretty much no moving. We're killing just enough of them, but we're not doing more. I'm going to just take these guys and go up this direction, see if we can punch through this. Because this is the tank factory. If I can break the tank factory, we win. Yeah, because these guys are unstoppable normally. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I was just hoping I'd be able to break this and just push through. I guess there is another tank factory. This is so goofy. Just absolutely making no headway. I was really hoping to make these guys have more range than a tank can have. Their range is 240 compared to my defender's, yeah, 156. I'll have to see if there's a better siege bug that I am not aware of. Because yeah, despite the fact that they are getting substantially fewer reinforcements, this is just such a hefty critical mass that it just doesn't matter. But I mean, we'll take him. In fact, we might break the rest of their base before this platoon falls. And oh. Yep. Wow, that was a lot of death. Okay. Got all of those. We have 2 and 2. So what can I do with these? Because the defenders were good. Oh. I need builder gooifier. I think I'm going to go for the splash attack. I think that's the play. Bonus armor. More attacks per second, which is actually very good. Global swarm damage. Boom slug. Explodes on death? Yeah, wasp. Start working our way up that direction. Let's see. Yeah, given the defenders additional range is probably good. Holy shit, that's a lot. Okay, let's just pustule as well. So, oh, that's the tank factory. Send these out. The main problem is you. Because yeah, I have too many defenders. They're just gonna, or not defenders. I have too many builders, and they're just going to be an issue. But like, only so much I can do about it. At least I can kind of break these walls. Okay, just go up this direction. Yeah, the problem is I have so many builders that I can't spawn a whole lot of anything else. I kind of can. This is kind of hell. Because, yeah, we're letting them hit critical mass in a bad way. On the plus side, I believe they take damage if they're on my... No, they don't anymore. We're just not spawning enough. Okay. I'm gonna build a second hive here. Just get it built. Fortunately, it takes a while. But yeah, I think we're just gonna lose on this. Get a second warrior mound. Yeah, they've got me. I don't think the defenders are the play. I like this because, honestly, more than an RTS, this is a puzzle game. Okay, so I think I'm gonna undo a bunch of these. Yeah, Builders Go on Death is kind of tempting just because. Swarm Mother, Spawn Swarmers. Cerebral Mass. Yeah, Armor Shred, Armor Shredding. Yeah, faster spitters, more spitters. I could just go hard spitters. Yeah, Flying Tank Buggo. Reduces spawn time. Okay. Wait, hold up. We haven't looked in this one. Maximum of 20 damage per hit. More Leviathans, more health. Move speed of Leviathans. Let's go with those. Let's see how the Leviathans work. Because I don't know what they're going to do. But they might be amazing. Okay, so let's start by actually rushing the hive here. Okay, delete this one. Get the Leviathan Brooder. One of those, and then I guess I'll get a Swarmer Den. Because we don't need that many builders, comparatively. Okay, send the Leviathans over here, because they can fly, so they can kind of do whatever they want. I'm just going to see if I can overwhelm them a little. Overwhelm that. Because the thing is, the Leviathans spawn warriors. Just for existing. Okay. Let's get another hive out here. Can I get another Leviathan Brooder? I cannot. Wait, I can get a warrior mount. Okay. Well, the Leviathans are kind of good. They're a little expensive, and I think the main issue is they're still getting ripped through by a lot of these guys. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so the problem is, while they take reduced damage, there's just so many of them. Ow. How are you actually supposed to do these? Because the problem is you can't overgrind either, to my knowledge. Because I think I've cleared all of these, yeah? Yeah, so we can't go back to any of these. I do think we might be on the last planet. It's a possibility. Well, that's the Cobalt reactor. We could try the other one. And come back? Otherwise, I could actually ditch some of these. A faster Swarmer, Golden Swarmers. Yeah, the problem is the Swarmers just were dying instantly. And I don't have a good answer on that one. So let's take a look at the planetary breeding habitat. They're hello. Okay, Leviathan Brooder. And a warrior mount. Okay, I see the tanks. This is where these guys are going to come in amazing. Because yeah, we don't care about the terrain. So I can send these guys after the tanks and clear this functionally interesting instantly. I mean, obviously the tanks can be an issue. The Leviathans are actually pretty good against tanks. It's stuff like the Flamers and just a ton of commandos that are an issue. But yeah, if there's no tanks... Okay. Get a warrior mount. Get another Leviathan Brooder. Go here. Yeah, there's also only one way in. Makes this a lot easier. Oh, they've hit critical mass, though. Okay, maybe I need to rethink some of these things. Yeah, because if I can send in the Leviathans through the back and just break a couple of their command centers... maybe we'll have a chance. Okay, get down. Well, I wanted AoEs. That's also why I had the, oh, enemies take damage on goo? That might actually solve our problems. Because as soon as I turned that off, we started having issues. Go back to the evolution chamber. One more time. Yeah, I like the warrior warship. Do I have any other greens? No. But yeah, I'm just not using it. So let's go for the what? Hunger down is not helping them as much as I'd like. Probably. Oh, we had that one. Let's get hunger down. Okay, here we go. Because I think I can clear this one. Okay, start with the Brutal Leviathan and the Warrior Mount. Really send this there, send this here. And yeah, we want these guys to spread. Get a warrior mound. Get a brooder. Second hive. Because yeah, I want these guys to spread. Because the basic commandos are less of an issue. Huh. How are they just taking this out this time? Maybe because I actually just directed them to destroy this? Maybe. Because that was, like, legitimately one of the biggest threats to me. And I've got a lot more tanks this time. Okay. Let's just disregard. They're going to be like that. Let's wait until the critical mass is moved. Okay. I'm just going to send these guys over here because we want them to spread and die. Have they succeeded? No. And unfortunately, I don't actually know if the Leviathans are really a good answer here. Damn, they died like chumps. Do I get a second Leviathan Brooder? Probably a bad idea. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, send these guys down here. Okay, this ain't working. Collect my Leviathans here. See if I can take something out. I like the idea of them, maybe more than the execution. Okay. And this punches a nice hole in their backside. And now he's adjusting. Okay, get them all there. Go down here, because if we can take these out... Unfortunately, yeah, my Leviathans aren't the best at taking these things down. Almost have to kind of let them collect a little. So I might have to try this with, like, the smaller swarmers. Okay, there we go. That should take out one of the tank factories. Possibly both of them. There we go. There's the tank factories. Because, yeah, if the tank factories are toasted, that takes out most of the ranged damage. And while these guys are a problem, they just slowly burn to death in my base. And so I don't need an AoE to take them out if they just slowly melt. It's admittedly a very slow melt. See if we can take out these flamers. Yeah, if I can take out the flamer academies, there we go. It gives me some options, namely if I can clear this area. Okay, getting them onto these. The Leviathan Brooder between them. Yeah, get another. Warrior mounds. Yeah, this is a serious issue, but once again, they're gonna die. Even trying to get close to me. So as long as I'm just burying them in a bunch of things. See if I can punch through to the back. Yeah, having the flying units that lets me completely just bypass most enemy groupings is extremely helpful. Okay, another Leviathan Brooder. Replace the one I lost. Okay, warrior nest there. I want to take this entire interior section. Okay, we got to take care of these guns. Guns are toasted. Alright, cool. Let's grab all of my Leviathans. They can just do whatever. The warriors are just going to hang out there for now. Is that my only hive? Oh. That's maybe a bit of an issue. Okay. Take it out. Yeah, if we can take out the commando facility. Takes out this entire back half. Just take care of the guns here. Okay, grab these guys. I don't want to extend these guys further. Just because they're extremely, well, I mean... Do we grab another one of these? I suppose so. Grab these two. Yeah, I need the warriors to kind of just mill around here and act as like a permanent distraction. Rather than as like an actual military force. Kind of a shame I can't give them even more armor somehow, but it just doesn't seem like it's a possibility. Okay, we've taken out most of their spawners. We've just got these guys. So at this point... I guess at this point, now I can point the warriors this direction. And yeah, I might want to retool for the faster, easier to build flyers. And see if I can do anything interesting with them. At some point. There's also like the boomers and some other things. I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of interesting options kind of available to me. Okay. Right. We're gonna just need more nutrients. Let's just do that. Alright. Grab these guys. See if we can take out the remaining spawning camps. And we are good. Because now it's just these, plus like the handful of defensive emplacements. Suffice to say, not much of a resistance at this point. I'm gonna like select everything. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're all toast. We actually lost less bugs that time than the last mission. That's nuts. Yeah, as much as I like the Leviathan Brooders... I think I want to try getting up to the wasps. Spawns build... Ooh. Okay, damage of wasps. Wasp nets gain spawn size, but wasps are tougher. Charge after their targets when in range, closing the distance quickly. And spawn builders on death. Yeah, focus on building. goo instead. Because there's the possibility of going for, like, big... Oh, that's huge, actually. Okay, let's try Pure Zerg Rush, just out of sheer curiosity. Wasp Nest. Regular Hive. 2 Warrior Mounts. Oh. Okay. The wasps, I think, are no good. But it may also just be a sheer lack of swarm capacity. So the main thing on this that I want to do with the wasps, potentially... Yeah, the problem is they're getting distracted by the walls. I don't think they do a whole lot of damage. 12. Yeah, it's not amazing. They spawn builders on death, which means I'm not really I'm not designing them to attack enemies. Designing them as goo emissaries. Okay, the problem is they're wicked slow compared to what I was expecting they would be. And so, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do the trick. Yeah, they get in there, but they don't do much. And yeah, because we have the goo on death, they do melt slowly. But they're still gonna kill the hell out of me. No, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't know how to punch into this one. Well, that's okay. It's a good stopping point anyway. So, I love Buggos. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's one of the more interesting RTSs that I've played in a while. And it's got that, like, really nice flash game feel that makes, I don't know, makes me happy at the very least. I guess here's a question. I'm gonna try one more thing. I think that's it, is the, like, I want to try just one more build, just to see what I can do. Okay, so for starters, nutrient goo. That just feels super necessary. Move speed of Buggos. Buggo armor, Buggo building health. Eh. Okay, I still got 8. It's less than I thought. Wasps move faster. They charge. Spawn size, but wasps start with more health. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. Wasps on kill. Okay, and Swarmer mass breeding. Let's see, what else do we have? Faster swarmers? No. I don't think we want to do too much. Maybe this one? Extra damage based on... It's not particularly amazing. I'm just thinking this one, we just get overwhelmed. There's too many. So what if there isn't? I'm just going to get a pair of swarmers. Get those. Get a hive over here. And then as many pustules as I can get. Okay, send them here. Because, yeah, the wasps now do a fair bit more damage. Oh, they have no health, though. Yeah, so spawning the extra health on the wasps, no good. Okay. So the wasps are a bad idea. There's no way they're getting within range. So what if I try one more thing? What if I go this way? Double damage to buildings, faster slugs, explosive area, storm costs, storm Armageddon, splitting in two when killed. Oh, that seems genuinely amazing. Spawn amount, spawning speed, mass breeding chance. No, let's go for that one. Okay. And swarm or mass breeding. Okay. The flyers are, well, charming. I don't think are working. Let's get one set of swarmers. The hive and another boom slug. Cool. And then however many nutrient pustules that I can make. Well, let's start with this one. Send it this direction. Set this one up here. Set this one over here. Okay, let's see how this works. Get this one over here. Get another boom slug pool. I just don't need that many builders. Okay. Kind of working? Just send them this direction. Actually, maybe this direction? They can't shoot us all. Maybe. Yeah, I think the issue is I don't know what the chance for them to split into two is. It's not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, we've got the goose spread. And we're doing a lot of damage to them. Oh, there's a mass spawn event. I think I'm going to send these guys over here. Because we want to take this out, if we can. Yeah, the problem is the tanks are going to start spawning, and they're going to be an issue. Oh, this one's not going anywhere. That explains some of my problems. Because that's the one that has the most amount of spawns. Okay, I'll send it there instead. Yeah, I might want to look into armor stripping. But yeah, they're just getting into my territory. And they just die too fast. I don't know. I'll have to look into that later. But for now, at least, I guess I might as well mention that Buggos 2 is available on Steam. And I think it's normally $10, but it is on sale right now as part of the Steam Summer Sale for... Oh no, sorry, it's normally $20. It's down to 10 for the Steam Summer Sale, which I think is a great price for what it is. I do not know how long the campaign is. This might be the end of it. It might be a lot longer. I don't know. But I'm having a good time with it, and it is one of those where there are survival maps that allow you to play longer. I don't know how the upgrades work on it. Like, yeah, okay, you get evolutions as you survive. Looks like, well, oh boy. That looks fun. Yeah, so you must earn evolutions as you play through. Well, that's fun. So it's kind of a roguelike. Kinda. Not really. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.